welcome to a new video, guys. Today I wanted to take some time to talk about the community of Hell Let Loose. I mean, you might be thinking about getting this game, there's the new console releases coming up, and you might be wondering what the community is actually like. And I have to say, the community is actually one of the things that I like the most about this game. It's very, very different from other games, because in other games you don't talk as much. There are games in which you do talk, like for example the ranked mode of Counter-Strike, or maybe Rainbow Six Siege, or even more similar games like for example Squad. I think that's the most comparable to Hell Let Loose. But in Hell Let Loose you do talk so much, I mean at least if you have a microphone. It's kind of a goal of the game as well, to get the communication going and to come up with strategies together with other players. And because of this, it makes it very different from other games in terms of how people deal with each other. It's actually very confronting for many people to talk to a stranger over the internet, and you see that in the game as well, because there are many people that don't want to talk, you know. Because it's just not as anonymous as other games would be. You can just hide behind your keyboard, but in this game you can't. Before I get into the rest of the video, let me quickly introduce myself if you guys don't know me. This is a small Hell Let Loose channel, it's growing. I talk a lot about the game, about news and updates and all that kind of stuff with a Dutch accent. So if you're into that, please consider maybe subscribing to the channel. But anyway, let's get back into it. So what the community is like is fairly subjective. So it heavily depends on your personal experience, right, if you talk to other players. And first of all, I'll talk a bit about the in-game community. And I have to say, I play on PC. I don't own a PS5, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going there. I read a few things about it, but let's see how that develops. I mean, PC players and console players are very, different kind of people, so we'll see how that goes. But I have to say about the PC community that in general people are very friendly and very helpful. Sometimes you do meet a dickhead that is trolling or just try to get people angry, but I do rarely meet them compared to other games. Maybe once in a few months. And I do really like that. I mean, you're talking with them, games are like sometimes 2 hours long, so it's nice to have some good people in the team that are friendly. And for most people, that's actually the case. I mean, there's 3 different chat channels that you're speaking in. Usually people in the command chat are very serious. They're determining the strategy. In the squad chat, it's a bit of a mix. And proximity chat, most of the trolling happens in that and kind of stupid role-playing and stuff.
I'm so excited. There's a guy in this truck and he's wearing a helmet with a net on it.
That's me.
Yeah, right. How can you look through that?
I can see him, he's camouflage. Everything is square, it's like I'm playing Minecraft, you know?
It's really funny. And even though there's friendly fire on in the game, people don't tend to team kill that much, in my experience. At least intentional team killing. And most of the servers, they do have active admins, so if stuff like that happens, they will be kicked. Unintentional team killing does happen way more often, but it's usually because of artillery that just destroys your entire push if they are not careful. Apart from the in-game community, there's also other places on the internet, like for example Reddit or Steam. And the people on Reddit, like myself, are a bit more try-hard. They want to play the game with the proper meta and really, bring the community to a next level. There's a lot of complaining there going on, and usually it's kind of justified. But the Reddit itself, I do really like the Reddit. There's a lot of funny memes, there's a lot of good conversations about which direction the game is heading. Steam, I'm not too sure about that. The few times I went into certain topics and threads over there, there's a lot of negativity and whining and stuff. It's not for me. So there's a thing developing now that I encountered on the Reddit quite a few times lately. And it's that due to the influx of new players from the free weekends and all the discounts that don't understand the game, people are getting a bit tired, because Hell Let Loose is not an easy game to learn. There's a whole bunch of different systems and dynamics going on, and there's no tutorial of any kind. So it's very important to learn these concepts from either the internet or from other people that are playing the game, and that might be in your squad, so they can actually explain what's going on. I learned a lot from speaking to other people in the squad. And I always try myself to just explain things to new players. I mean, how else are they going to learn? But I've seen a few threads on Reddit these days that people that are tired of explaining all these tutorials and dynamics, and I'm not sure. I didn't encounter it in the game myself, if everyone's helpful all the time, but I'm wondering if this will actually translate from Reddit into the actual player base that's in-game. But I think if you're considering to try Hot at Loose and play this game, you'll have a great experience with the really helpful people that are communicating, working together in a very nice way. Of course, there's a lot of silent squads and people that don't want to talk. It's definitely not for everyone to talk to strangers over the internet. Especially in this day and age where people use WhatsApp and other chat programs rather than picking up the phone and calling someone. So I don't think it's actually realistic to expect that many people are going to talk so much. But I think actually picking up this game and also speaking over a mic with other people, it will not have that many negative situations, to be honest. What is also a specific topic is, girls that play this game. I mean, I encountered a few. I didn't see any negative or weird kind of communication to them like they would have in other games. I mean, I'm in quite a few Reddits of different game types and I see a lot of topics discussed. But in Hell Let Loose, not too much, as far as I know. But I don't know, as I said in the beginning, your experience with the community is very subjective. So I don't know if you guys agree with me. You might have completely other experiences. But I'm very happy with how this community treats other players. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing or maybe leaving a like. But if you don't like it, fuck it. Anyway, have a great day and see you in the next video, guys.